Hi, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. We've been going through the book of Proverbs, chapter a day. Today we are on chapter 24. Now, when Pastor Nabil and I first started doing these daily doses 3.5 years ago, we had a little theme for each day, and Fridays were fasting Fridays. Now, we have kind of lingered away from that at times. We bring it up periodically, but I want to encourage you to take some time and fast today, specifically for the lost. For the people in your life who don't know Christ, who don't have a personal relationship with him. It might be people that you know by name. It might be people all over the world. This may not be popular, but I know with everything going on in Israel right now and the devastation of the Muslim extremists, and it's ugly, it's painful. But did you know that Jesus came and died for everyone involved? Those that are currently being persecuted, and those that are doing the persecution. God loves everyone, and he desires for them to have a personal relationship with him made possible through Jesus Christ. When we see evil in the world, when we see pain and devastation and the product of the ickiness of our heart, we see the devil's work. But that's what it is. People who have been ensnared by lies and who have been overcome by darkness. I want to read some verses to you that really hold us as believers to account. It's found in Proverbs chapter 24, beginning in verse 10. It says, "If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? Rescue those being led away to death. Hold back those staggering towards slaughter. If you say, but we knew nothing about this, does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done?" You see, once you know the truth, you know the truth. Once you've accepted Jesus Christ and experienced the freedom in your life and the blinders come off, you know it. And you're held accountable for that truth. You know the truth. And there are people all around us who don't, who just like this verse said, are being led off to slaughter. It's not talking necessarily of a physical death, but that spiritual death where they'll die separated from Christ. Do we believe there's a hell? Is that just a myth? Is that just this made up place to scare people? Or is it real? You see, I believe that the Bible is true cover to cover. And I believe that if a person apart from a relationship with God, separated by their sin, never having surrendered their life to Christ, dies, they go there. Do you believe that? Do you believe that Jesus paid the price for you and all of your sin? Do you believe he paid the price for other sinners and all of theirs? You see, we have a responsibility in times of trouble, like what's happening in our world and like what's happening in our backyard, to pray, to intercede, but also to act, to speak up for what's right, to show people the truth, to showcase God's love in our lives. What are we doing? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done? You see, one day in God's grace, we will stand before his judgment seat, and your life will say paid in full. And that list of sins will mean nothing because of what Jesus did. But will you be held accountable for using every opportunity that he has given you to share your faith? Or did you waste it? We live in troubling times, and Christians, believers, followers of Christ need to stand up for truth and stop people from wandering to their spiritual deaths without the truth that we have. Let's be bold. Let's be a little crazy with our faith. Let's do something. Let's not just sit on our hands and say, surely I didn't know. Pray about that, fast about that, spend time with God and talk about that today. And let's do something. Hey, I want to thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope to see you again tomorrow for another daily dose for spiritual growth.